Hey, thanks for joining me with this lower ab circuit. We're gonna get it done real quick here. The only thing you need is a yoga block, or you can use a small ball. We're gonna come onto our back. You're gonna put it between your knees to start. So all the way down our back, our feet are right underneath our knees, and I'm squeezing this block. We're gonna just start with a couple of bridges here. We're gonna squeeze the block and then come back down. So I want you to think about tucking your tailbone as you bridge your hips up, and we're gently squeezing that block on the way up, and then we're relaxing on the way down. I'm doing a slight pelvic tilt here, and I'm squeezing to hopefully feel the lower abs and inner thighs start to engage. Good, you're exhaling as you come up, tailbone to ceiling, bridge those hips up, and then relax on the way down. Good, last one here. Nice job. Now we're gonna take it to a side plank, okay? So we're gonna come onto our side. We're gonna squeeze that yoga block between our knees the thin way, and my elbow is right underneath my shoulder. I'm gonna push my hips forward as I come into the side plank. So we're exhaling as we come up and then come back down. So I'm squeezing the block. Think about lifting from the bottom up as I exhale and then back down. So gently squeeze that block as we push the hips forward and then back down. Nice work. As I lift up, I'm thinking about drawing those hip bones together slightly, feeling the bottom oblique. Good, one more. And relax it down. Nice job. We're gonna take it over to the other side. So making sure that elbow is set up right underneath your shoulder. Hips are stacked, knees are a little bit out in front, not super high and not way back. Feet are in line with your butt here, okay? Here we go. Exhale as we come up and then back down. So I'm squeezing that block, using my inner thighs to start to activate. Get those going, and then feel the lower abs as we lift up. So we're making sure we're not pushing outward onto that core, and I'm drawing everything together in and up. Good, working obliques here and inner thighs. Exhaling as we come up and relax. Good, put that block off to the side. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees. This one we're gonna do is called a bear to a plank, hovering a plank, kinda. So we're in a bear position and we're gonna sit back and then come back. So what it's gonna look like, I'm gonna take a nice exhale, engage, lift up into this bear hold. I'm gonna inhale, sit back, exhale, back over. So we inhale, sit back, exhale, hover back to that bear plank. Good, so we inhale to relax, exhale, draw those hip bones together, keep tension in the lower abs. Inhale back, exhale those shoulders right over your hands. Hold each for a second or two. Knees just hover a couple inches off the floor and relax. Good, last one, we're coming onto our back with the block. I'm gonna do a cross hold. So I'm gonna have my hand in opposite knee into this block. My other knee is coming up. So I'm thinking about flattening out through here, and we're gonna drop one heel and bring it back up. So inhale as I drop, exhale, bring it up. So you wanna push into that block with the opposite hand, and I'm trying to make sure that my lower abs stay flat and my back stays flat on the ground, making sure we're not arching. So this can be a tough one. We're pushing into the block, constantly engaging through those lower abs. Drop the heel, exhale as we lift. Good, rest. Bring it down. So important to remember is to make sure we're not doing this with the pelvis. If that starts to happen as you drop the heel, rest, reset your breath, and then go back again. All right, let's get set. Other side here. Lift up that knee. Inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift. Push into that block. Good, keep breathing. This knee stays over the hip, so making sure it's not tucked too close into your body. Keep pushing into that block with a cross-body connection. Good, breathe out through your mouth as we lift. Good, rest. All right, we're gonna go through those all again, all right? So we're going with the block between the knees again. Second time through, should feel a little smoother. We've done the exercises, now we're gonna execute them a little bit cleaner, okay? So as I get into this bridge, this is a very anterior tilt. I'm gonna do a posterior tilt, tuck tailbone, bridge up, and then come back down. So I'm squeezing that block, lifting from the bottom up, breathing on the way down. Exhale as we come up, engage from the bottom up, and relax So we're doing a slight Kegel. When I say engage from the bottom up, I'm exhaling, I'm thinking about engaging my pelvic floor first, then my lower abs, and then the ribs come down at the top. So we have a nice stacked canister in our core here as we get to the top of that bridge. Nice job. All right, roll it back onto the side. We're doing a side plank with that block between the knee. So that's gonna engage the inner thighs just a little bit, which are connected to your pelvic floor, which are gonna engage the lower abs a little bit more too. Here we go. Exhale, engage as we come up. Good, I'm almost pushing my hips forward, squeezing the glutes when I do that, and then lifting the hips up. Good. Keep breathing. Squeeze that block. Nice job. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Feel those obliques on the bottom. And rest. All right, over to the other side. So elbows right under your shoulder. Squeezing that block. Take a nice inhale to prepare, and then we're gonna exhale. Lift up. Relax. Exhale, engage. Good, so I'm holding at the top for a second or two, feeling the core, feeling the obliques, feeling the glutes a little bit, keeping this head back. Good, think about pulling the hip bones together, keep flattening out through those low abs. Nice work. Last one. Good, nice job, rest. All right, we're coming back to that bear to hover plank, okay? So we're gonna sit back into that bear position. So when we're here, shoulders over hands, we're gonna take a nice exhale, engage the deep core, lift the knees to hover, and then inhale, sit back, exhale, hover. Inhale, sit back and relax, exhale, good. Shoulders come right over your hands. As we come up to hover, knees a couple inches off the floor. Really engage out, exhale through that mouth. Keeping that nice flat back. Last one. Good, relax. All right, onto our back. We're going into that cross hold with the leg extension. So we're just dropping the heel with this one, ensuring that we can keep that neutral spine and our low back stays pretty flat against the ground. So lift up, push into the block, drop the heel, exhale out. So keep that low back flat here, flattening out through the lower abs. Don't push outward. We want think in and up with those lower abs. Nice job. Keep pushing into that block. Don't let that back arch. Reset your breath if you need to, and then join me back. Last one. Good, relax. All right, we're going other side here. All right, take it up. Knee hovers over that hip. Bring the other knee up to join it. Keep that core engaged. Lower it down. Exhale, lift. Good. Keep breathing out through that mouth. Don't let the back arch. Nice job. Drop that heel away. As we get better with this one, we start to extend the leg. But for now, we're just dropping the heel, keeping the lever short. Last one. Nice job. Tuck those knees into your chest. Relax. We're gonna go through those all one more time, all right? So we're squeezing the block for the first one. With the bridge, I'm engaging from the bottom up, right? So I'm squeezing block, lifting pelvic floor, drawing hip bones together. All right, here we go. Exhale, tuck tailbone, bridge the hips, squeeze the block, and then control it back down. Good, so we wanna make sure we're not pushing outward and down, right? I'm lifting in and up, using gravity against me to keep that pelvic floor engaged and the lower abs engaged, making sure I'm not pushing out or down into the pelvic floor. We wanna think lifting in and up as we engage. All of our core movements here. Good, relax it down. All right, we're going into that side plank. So I'm squeezing the block here. Sweaty elbow is underneath my shoulder, okay? Hips are stacked, right? Take a nice inhale, exhale, come up. Nice work. Good, push those hips forward and up. Think about pulling those hip bones together, keeping this tension here in the lower abs. Nice work, almost there. Always using our breath to help with the engagement. Exhaling to engage. Good, come on, back down. All right, other side. So like I said, we want to exhale to engage, okay? So when I exhale, I'm thinking about lifting pelvic floor, drawing hip bones together, engaging those lower abs. Get yourself set, shoulder down, exhale, come on up. Good, push the hips forward and up. Gently squeeze the glutes, keep squeezing that block. Good, inner thighs here. Obliques. Nice job, couple more. Good, last one. Nice job. All right, take it down. We're going to that bear hold, okay? I should have came up with a better name for this, but it's kind of like a bear sit back to hover is kind of what I call it, nothing fancy. But let's get into this hands and knees position. All right, take a nice exhale. Engage the lower abs, lift into that bear position, hold, inhale, sit back. Exhale, come over to hold, inhale, sit back, relax. Exhale, inhale, sit back. Good, take this at whatever pace feels good for you. Thinking about drawing those hip bones together, keeping tension in the lower abs, the low back stays flat. Shoulders down, away from your ears, neck is long. Good, rest it down. All right, last one's here on our back. We're going into that cross hold with the leg heel drop. Good, we're taking the hand, opposite knee, push into this block, other leg comes up, drop it down, exhale, up. Good, nice and controlled here. Take your time with this. We're trying to engage the transverse the whole time in an isometric hold. Okay, so working that deep core requires isometric holds here, not necessarily crunching. I'm stabilizing my spine using my transverse abs in this isometric hold. Good, push into the block. Working hip flexors here too, last one. Good, relax. So hip flexors are doing the drop, transverse abs is keeping the pelvis in that good alignment. All right, let's take it back up. Here we go. Other knee, push into that block, drop the heel, lift it up. Good, breathe out through that mouth. Squeeze into that block, take it up. Nice work, lower that heel, keep that core engaged. Don't let the pelvis tilt forward. Low back stays flat. Last one. Nice job. All right, tuck those knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Extend those legs straight out, arms overhead. Give me a full body stretch. Oh, nice job. Roll over to your side. Push yourself up, and you are all set. Thank you for joining me. Nice work.